Hey guys, welcome back to the second video of this week. So this will be the lab aspect of it. So let's get started. First thing is first, I need to pull over some photos that we're going to use here. And you could do your own photos. You don't have to do the same ones I did. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. Couldn't copy it that way, so let's do this. Paste. And then, what's that alpha? Yeah, before. Oops, come on. Copy. Need to have those in there. All right, cool. All right, let's get started. This will be our HTML page. Let me just save it. I pretty much use the same page throughout this demo. I'll just call it home. All right. So this will be the same set that we've been doing. Title, my home page. All right. We'll have a heading, and we'll just enter head right here, and of a body. Somewhere it'll end. Then we'll have our traditional HTML stuff. All right, cool. So the first thing that we talked about in our lecture was, I believe that we talked about, well, let me see what the heck we talked about. Sorry. All right, so the first thing that we talked about was placing scripts. All right, so I had to remind myself. So what we could do is, let's create a script over here, another file. So we'll create a new file. This one we're gonna call fn alerts or function alerts.js. So now as you see here, we have alerts over here. Now what we should do is later on, we'll talk about how to take these images and put them in a folder of them their own, but for now, this is fine. So we have this function alerts here, and I'll just close it out because we'll add something later on. So the right way of doing it is calling the script. So what I would do here is type in script, and I do source equals, and then I do fn alerts.js, and let's see here, script. There we go. So let's save this and see what this looks like. And let me find an HTML page somewhere here. All right, so let's do this. Paste. And what is our mod? 8 lab. This. All right, cool. So right now we got nothing because we don't have no JavaScript in there, right? So let's go into JavaScript and let's write some code. So let's do script and do function notify, yes, and then we'll say alert, you have received a new package. So you got a new package from ups or whoever, and then we'll put another one down here, and we'll say call another function. We'll do notify, oops, no, and then we'll just do another alert, and we'll say your package is delayed. First, oh, don't want to do that. That'll be, sorry. All right, there we go. So now, and then we have to finish our script off here. There we go. So we save that, and that right there doesn't do anything because we're not making the call right now, but that right there will be the proper way of putting code in here. So you have your alerts here, you have your home page here, and now all you have to do is call that feature, and then you would be kind of golden at that point. All right, so that would be how you call a function, or I'm sorry, how you put your function. So you put your function in here, and right here, so it has your function here, and now if you have your call your function, so now you would do some code that would execute that. All right, so let's move on here. Let's talk a little bit about, let's see what else do we have in mind here. Placing scripts, we talked about that. Block comments. All right, comments. All right, so this is what I was talking about comments earlier. So this is what I'll be looking for: lesson, exclamation mark, and then you could put something like this. So you see how everything is grayed out because we haven't finished it. I could do this and that. So now it allows me to add my comments. So I could do something like author, Seaman, date created, 3/9/19, date modified, whatever date that was, description. I'll put this is a HTML page. There you go. That is one way. Now let's go to our function alerts and say we want to comment here. We could do a couple things. We could, let's put this here. We could say this is a function for positive notifications. Or I could come down here and start something, and I could say block code. Oops. I just want to see something here. So I could do something down here and say maybe function. See, I don't like this. I don't think this works. Date created. Yeah, see, I don't think you could do it like this. Hold on. Let's see if this blows up on me. Doesn't. Well, it'd be nice if I did it right. All right, so if you do it right, then it works. All right, so as you see here, author, Seaman, date created, etc. So you have all this information here. So there's two different ways that you could do it. All right, leave that like that. All right, moving on. All right. Talk about line comments. All right, so now we're moving on with links and alerts. So we're gonna talk about links. So let's go down here. So let's draw let's do this. Let's say heading 1, and we'll call this links. Okay. And we'll come down here and do link 1. Well, we'll have the links there. So let's do a hyperreference that we didn't pound. And then we'll do on click. Oops, on click equals alert. And then we'll say hello students. And let's see here. There we go. And then we can say click here. All right, so let's do that. Save it. Go out to it, refresh it. All right, why is that not working? Something's jacked up. Oh, I have the script in the body, and that's why it doesn't work. So let's cut that out. And let's put that under the head. All right, come on. That looks better. That's why I was having problems here. To refresh it. And ta-da, nothing happens. What the heck? what did I do wrong? Let's see here. All right, so I have title, heading, script. That looks good. Heading. We have the body. And then we have ahref equals this on click equals, what the hell is going on? All right, let me get out of here. See what's happening. ahref equals pound on click equals alert. Oh, no, that's right. Hello students. That looks good. Oh, I'm missing this semicolon here. And that looks good now. All right, what the hell is happening? All right. Now I figure out what my problem is. I'll save this, it shouldn't work. This is why, because I'm making this click. I tried it, you see here, yeah, okay. So let's do this. Everything is fine here, but this, guess what? I need to have this here. That's why it wasn't working. That was bothering me. All right, so now I click here, and then boom, it comes up. So that was crazy. We'll call this our first link. Okay. All right, so our next link, we'll do this. First link. We'll do a BR, so it goes up, horizontal. We'll put second link. Okay. And this one will be maybe right, H reference equals. Now we'll do JavaScript. We'll do the one that works. When I did the lecture, I showed you one that didn't work. So we'll do the one that works instead. On click equals var greeting equals hi. And then we'll say alert greeting semicolon, double quotation, and then we'll say second link, and then this should work. So let's save it, refresh it. So first link, so we need to change this up here. We need to make this bold so it stands out. And same thing here. You know what, we should also make it underline. Thank you, L. So underline. All right, so let's save that now. All right, and now it looks like crap because we have them all off centered. All right. Now we need to center them over. All right, let's, anyway, second link. What is second link doing here? Let me compare with my other code I have. Do a comparison and see if I mess something up. I think I see what I messed up already. So I have second link. I was messed up. So let's do this. Yeah, so I already see that's messed up. I don't have this right here. That makes a difference. So let's save it. Yeah, hi. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say hola. Save it. Refresh it. I'm gonna take the second link out of there. That bullcrap there, because then I have to fix alignment on it. And now it just looks like crap. Alright, so first link and second link. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's move on and talk about buttons. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to come over here and do a BR tag. Now I'm going to do a horizontal tag, horizontal line across instead of vertical. Then I'm going to do an H1 buttons, H1. Okay. So now we're going to talk about buttons. We're going to do input type equals button, value equals submit, on click equals alert, and I'm going to say hello Monday morning. Okay, and what are we missing here? Semicolon. And let's do BR and let's run this and see how it looks. Save it. There we go, buttons, hit submit. There you go. See, it does the same thing as this up here, but now we're using a button. Okay. So now let's do this button. Let's do a large button. Let's do it, look at a button a little bit larger. Let's look at, you change the size of it, but let's do this. Let's say image. So we're gonna do a source equals, and I'm gonna use that 90210.png for this one's a good graphic. On click equals, and I'm gonna say alert. 90210 is back in 2019. I'll say back, baby. Huh. All right, do that. Do that. So now let's run this and see what it looks like. It's going to be a little bit different. Now I click on this, it does the same thing. All it is a button, but we made it larger. So if I wanted to make it smaller, I would want to change the height and width of it. So I probably could make the height and width on this, I think. Let's say, well, I don't know how big that would be. Say 45 and say width equals, we'll make it longer, we'll say 90. Let's see what that looks like. But that right there was a huge image. Yeah, so it's a button, but it's, we'd probably want to make it wider. Definitely. We'll do 190. Save it. Yeah, still too small, but you get my point. Let's see, what else can we do? All right, so let's talk about mouse over. So let's take this off. I don't like this because it's too small. All right, mouse overs, mouse overs. Let's do HR, H1, mouse overs, good. And let's say Carrie Underwood, before and after makeup. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do an image source equals Carrie before .jpg, which I have already up in here. Okay, and do on mouse over. Oops. On mouse over equals source equals Carrie after .jpg. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. All right, so here she is. Now there she is. Now the thing about this, in order to get that back, we have to refresh the page in order to do that. But we could code it and change it up a little bit. We can say, we can add a mouse out. So let's say we have JPEG right there. And let's do this and say on mouse out. And we can say source equals carry before .jpg. Now this should allow us to go back and forth. It should. All right, so let's refresh the page. See, boom, before, after, before, after, before, after, and so forth. So that is a mouse over. Now you notice how the page changes because we're dealing with different image size. If you keep the image size the same, you won't notice that at all. Okay. All right, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on. So, what else do we have to talk about? All right, let's talk about H1. Let's talk about events. And events are going to be a little bit different. We're going to do email BR. Then we'll do input type equals text. And we'll say that size equals, I said 30, I'll say 35. Let's make it 50, play it safe. Size equals 50. And then we'll do on focus equals this dot style dot background color equals yellow. Yellow brick wall, yellow brick road. All right, so let's hit save. And yep, later. Sorry guys, gotta put some tunes on. How's it going here? Some Bon Jovi playing while I do this. So listen to me talk all the time. All right, let's see here. Where am I at? That's that. All right, so let's save this. Let's refresh it. All right, so here's an event down here. So we do, you see how that works? Then when I click out, I could enter my email. And see how it clicks out and it doesn't do anything. So let's go back here. All right, let's see how focus equals yellow. So let's actually add some room down here too. Let's add. Let's do something here. So I'm gonna add another one. I'm gonna say password. Well, let's just do employer. Oh, keep changing it. School. And we'll make it 50, and we'll keep it yellow. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, so it didn't line it up right. Because we didn't do a BR, I think. All right, so click on that. We can put our email in. And then if we go to school, put Point Park University. All right, so now you see the notice here when I click out of it, nothing happens. All right, so what do we need to do is we need to do a blur, add an extra line in here. So what we're gonna do is go back over to our code and let's come in here and let's add something called on blur. And then we'll put equals this dot style dot background color, and we'll say equals white, because that's what it originally is. And we'll do semicolon. We're gonna have to change some stuff up here. We're gonna take this out so that we don't stop. We want it to keep going. And then I'm gonna add the code down here as well. All right, I can't sing. All right, there we go. So look at this. Look at it, click out, boom, in. How about that, you guys like that? So, J. Seaman at I keep seeing CC, pointpark.edu, and we'll do Point Park University, just like that. And that's pretty cool. And then she's like that. So that's mouse over, that's events, that's buttons, image button. Nice. Second link, boom, first link, awesome. And I think that's it. And then next week, we're gonna talk about, wow, this is, all right, nope. All right, so anyways, so this is it right here for the coding aspect of it. So we learned some new things and we took away some new things. So your assignment this week is, I don't have a rule, obvious one, but it'll be something dealing with mouse overs. I'll have you guys use it before and after. But notice how this moves out like this. The only reason is because of the size of the photo. If you make the size of the photo the same, it'll work perfectly fine. So what I think I'm gonna have you guys do here is architect something where you have a mouse over here, you have some text over here, and then you have buttons below it that you click on something with some links. Yeah, I'll send you guys, it'll be in the in something, and show you like a diagram of what I'm looking for you guys to do, okay? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the tunes. I'll see you guys the following week. And you know how to reach me if you have any questions. Thanks for watching and have a great day.